Are we here? Are we here? How's everybody doing? How are we doing tonight? Everyone doing good? Good to see you guys. Great to see you all. We'll wait just a few minutes to see if we can get some people to trickle in here. Let's sort of get everything ready. That's pretty good. You guys should retweet this on Twitter. Retweet this, and I'm streaming an xStation install so we can get some people in here. See if we can get a few people in here to watch. Be a lot of fun. Guys, are you there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm trying to find the area in YouTube. We're just going to do YouTube. Give me just a second, guys. I'm sorry about this. God damn it. I fucking hate this stuff. Okay, here we go. The stream's going to go down for a second because I've got to redo it. So bear with me for just a moment. Thank you very much for the super chat. Yes, I use the same hex. The only difference between the 12C508 and the 12C509 is that the 12C509 has more flash EEPROM memory to save and store things to. Give me just a second, guys. We're almost there. I'm almost there. Bear with me. Where do you go in YouTube? Why did they... God damn it, YouTube has fucking changed everything. I can't find where to go to get the key. I need just a second. I need just a second, like a real man. I don't want this to kill out again. Because it's still dropping frames like a son of a gun. So I'm going to go to... let me just fix this. Give me just a second. Well, okay, I don't know. Maybe we can try this. How bad is it? Is it looking crappy? I need to know the truth. Thank you very much, Vibe Mecha. I get my Orifice supplies from Retro RGB. You know what? We're just going to try it, okay? We're just going to try it. If it fails, let me know in chat. Fucking restream. Whatever. Okay, guys, here we go. It's probably going to crap out again soon. Well, let's just give it a second. Let's just give it a second. I don't understand why this happens. Alright, let me just take a look at something here. Give me just a second. Okay, I think we're going to try it. If it craps out, it craps out. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it. Anyways, what we have today... Thank you for the super chat. So OnlyFans will be happening soon. Now guys, I'm not going to be paying too much attention to the chat because I really have to focus on this. xStation. Who's familiar with it? Who's not familiar with it? It's fantastic, it's affordable, it's very effective, it works great, and it's not a rip-off of another product. It's an original work by Rama, pivotal person in the community who's contributed a lot to a lot of different projects, such as the GBS control. He took over the firmware sort of responsibilities of tuning and fleshing that thing up into what it is today. Anyways, I hope we're ready to go. Let's do it. Let's take it apart. Let's install the xStation. Oh! Oh! Oh, yeah! Oh! Alright, let's do it. Reality is, I really need this window. Right over here, just like this. Okay, now I can see. I hope you guys are ready. I'm going to put it in tonight. Here we go. Ooh, it's raining outside. I hope that's not incredibly loud to you guys. Here we have it. Oh, 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 yeah. I wrote that little number. Thank you so much for the cheers, my friend. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in life. Okay, let's go. Sorry. Nice and de-energized. Let's start taking this apart. Sorry if I bumped the camera, guys. It's just the camera's right in the way. You guys think the music's okay? Is it too loud? Hey, what's going on, Dimed? How's it going, brother? Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks for your subscription. Whoops, forgot one. What am I doing? Is the music too loud? Oh my god. You guys are burning it up over here. Does the music need to be adjusted? Is it a little too loud? Music is too loud? Okay. How about that? That should be a little better, I hope. God damn, you guys are just burning it up. I'm gonna have to do my air hump. If I get one more super chat, I'm going to hump the air. Really hard. Really hard. As a matter of fact, I didn't see that. There's an LCD screen that's being released for the xStation? You're kidding me. No shit. I saw that there's a device now that will switch the xStation and the optical on the bus, very similar to how the I think there's just a bilateral bus switch that'll do that they're using to do that. It's pretty cool. Anywho, sorry. Oh god, here it goes. Oh, 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 ooh, yes, 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 ooh, ooh, Robocock, Robocock, ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. It's over. Let's get back to work. We're just having a good time tonight, aren't we? Somebody clip that. Dario, could you get that for me? Okay, what are we missing here? Nothing. We're just getting ready to pop the top shell off here. Oh, I'm getting choked. Oh, thank you. I already humped the air. I appreciate that, Unique. But I just did it, and I just did the RoboCop. I'm sorry, the RoboCock. Christ. Oh my God, do it again? All right. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm a man. I'm a real man, Mommy. Oh no, Daddy, no, no. Oh God. The Kescher T12s, I've used them ever since I made that video. That's what I'm using right now. That's what these are. A little worn out, but still going strong. The hand pieces are. The soldering stations are fine. Oh, God. Okay, guys, enough humping, okay, please? I gotta take a break now. Oh, God. Okay, let's take this off. Sometimes you gotta just take a little prizing tool, come in here in the corner like that, and sort of unlock it, because they can get kind of locked on there, especially after years and years and years. But be gentle, that's the key. Just be gentle. And sort of lift evenly and distribute that evenly as you lift away. Don't come in here and rip it out. I've seen people do that. I'm like, don't do that, be careful. Gentle, gentle, gentle. There we go. There we go. Nice clean pull. Now, I think this is a PU-18, just by looking at it real quickly here. Let's see. Pull the copper back, and you should see, right here, PU-18. We're in good shape. Okay, are we ready? We ready to dig deep? We ready to dig deep into this thing? Now, the first thing that we have to do is we have to remove the soldered-in RF EM shield. That's all this is. Just an FCC compliance thing. This is what I call an FCC appeaser, okay? Not a big deal. So to do that, what I like to use is when I'm having to deal with large ground floods, like this is a big old ground flood, and let's see, this over here is a big ground flood. I like to use a nice tip with a nice thick thermal mass, so I can just dispense that energy like so. And we'll just wait a few seconds here for that to go molten. And see, we just lifted that right off. Just like that. Not a big deal. Move over here. You know what I'm going to do, though? Hold on, guys. I'm going to move this in just a little closer. There we have it. Now let me know, can you guys see this okay? Are these angles okay? Is the lighting okay? Is everything okay? Hold on a second, I have an idea. What did I do with that thing? Hold on. I just... Shit, god damn it. Now seriously, where did I lay it? Give me just a second. Give me just a moment. Where did I put that thing? Oh, here it is. If the lighting isn't good, I do have a little solution here. I bought a battery pack and this little ring LED light. I can just turn this on. So, I can just shoot this over here like this. Turn it on here. Does that bother you? Or should I just get rid of it? Should I get rid of the light? Or does the light help? I mean, here's the light on. Here's the light off. God damn it, did it die? Did it die? Okay, just hold on. Okay, are we back? Sorry about that, guys. Are we back? It's crapped out for a sec, but it's fine now. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I want to turn... Okay, if this light's not doing much... I mean, can you guys see the work? Or is it too dark? I mean, can you see what, can you see what we're doing? Or what I'm doing, rather? I mean, can you guys see me, it looks okay? Okay, I just didn't want it to be too dark because there's no point in filming this if you can't see it. Alright, let me flip this baby around. Now this one's deep. This one's always kind of a tricky little bitch to get to because you've really got it. I can't even show you, but it's really deep in there, so just bear with me a second. I mean, it is super deep in there. Like, you have to take your iron and you have to really go in there deep. Let me, you know what? Just to make that a little easier, let me see if I can show you. See that in there? See how deep that is and how far back that is? It can be kind of tough to get to if you're not expecting it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some fresh solder there just to increase my mass at the site. I'm just going to wait just a moment. You know what I want to do? Actually, I take that back. I'm sorry. Let's come over here and let's do the outside edges first. Just so this is easier for you guys to sort of follow. We'll do the outside edges. Because this shield, we throw it away anyways. It is not something that we keep. So we'll just come through here. You just lift it up. That's all it is. It's just a matter of lifting it up. There we go. Back this out just a bit so you guys can see. Okay. Now, I'll always go through the outside perimeter of all of these little tabs. And then, at the end, is when you want to attack this baby right here. It just makes it much easier to get to. It makes it much easier to dislodge. So it's going to take just a few seconds to make that joint go molten. But when it does, it literally flops up just like that. And you discard this. A lot of people get hung up on this. And it can be kind of tricky. It can be kind of tricky, but I like to remove that as cleanly as I can. And that's all there is to that. Now, the next step here is we have to, sorry about this, give me just a second. I'm going to move into the CXD 2545, which is right here. It's IC 701. So I might even put the macro lens on here just so we can get a really good sort of viewing of this. See, I can get this shot much sharper than that, much tighter than that. Give me just a second. Let's put the macro on here. Now this macro lens, that's what this is. It's just a macro lens. This is going to enhance our close-up zooming capabilities. And it's going to bring this shot in much closer to frame, or much tighter into frame, as you can see already. And what that's going to allow me to do is I can now, let that come into focus, I can really drive in here, because I want you guys to see the working of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a few adjustments. That's pretty good right there. Okay, I like that, and I like that. If I could just maybe pick that up just a bit. Okay. Now right here is our IC. Thank you very much for the cheers. I appreciate that. Okay. Now we're in here really tight. Now tell me if this is too close, I can back it out. Oh, thank you, Shrek Boy. I appreciate that. Okay, if this is not close enough, if you'd like it to be a little tighter, just let me know. Well, before we get started and really start lifting these pins, let me know what you would like me to do. And bear with me for just a moment, please. While you guys are deciding and deliberating that point, I'm going to be looking for something. I'm looking for my tools that I like to use when lifting these pins. should be here. Give me just a moment. I'm sure it'll turn up. Could use my X-Acto knife, which is fine, but I typically a lot easier for me. Now, this is just a matter of preference. I like to use a dental pick. Works very nicely for this. Going through my stuff here to see if I can find it. Let me just look up here real quick. Okay, it's not over here. I don't know where it's at. Let me turn this off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... I can get by just fine with an X-Acto knife. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so let's get started. Now, what pins do we need to do here? I have to look at the guide. Let's see. We're going to do 80. Let's see. 80, 78, 77, 74. Okay, so what we need to do is just get this in position. So I want to turn it this way so that the camera is optimal and my viewing angles are optimal. Now, that's a pretty good shot. So what I'm going to do... Don't tell little Billy what happened behind the fence. Okay. Now let me center this up. It's pretty good. Now I want to get this a little tighter. I use a Canon and I use a Sony. Those are the two cameras that I use a great deal. I'll go into detail on those in a video very soon. Thank you, by the way. I really appreciate that. I want to talk. I saw something in chat about this Kescher grounding the chassis. I don't know where that's coming from. It's not necessary to ground the chassis and have it reference earth mains to carry current back in case there's a shorter and there's an emergency. The reason that that's not necessary is because the electronics in the Kescher D12 are electronically isolated and are not bonded to the chassis itself. So I understand the misplaced concern, but the chassis itself is electrically isolated from the main board and from this tip, and there's a reason for that. So I don't think there's any real utility. You can do it, but you can do it, and that's perfectly fine. But this idea that it's a safety concern is just nonsense. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get back to it. I just wanted to address that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hook tip, and I'm going to clean it off quite nicely, okay? Here's the hook tip cleaned off quite nicely. And that's where, right here's where we're going to be working. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in on the left side, and I'm going to hold the tip. This is where I have to be a little bit ambidextrous. So I'm going to be using the soldering pencil with my left hand, and I'm going to be doing the prizing with my right hand. Okay? Here we go. Let's do it. So what I'm going to do is before I even apply heat, I'm going to get my tool in place. And I'm just going to advance very carefully, just like that. Now you see there's no pressure. There's no pressure. We're just having an X-Acto knife under this pin, and we're going to use it to basically luxate, that's a dental term, or deliver the pin up and away from the pad. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to apply heat, just like so, and count to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to start lifting up. Just like that. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That pin is totally lifted. Because this is an overhead sort of two-dimensional view, it's really difficult for you to sort of see what I'm doing here, or to see that it is in fact lifted, but that pin is lifted and isolated. That's all it takes. Okay? Now how about that? How about that? See if I can get a sort of a side angle here so you guys can see that. Lifted pin. Okay, let's see. So what are we doing next? We are doing 78, 77, and 74. Okay. Okay, here we go. I want to zoom in just a little tighter. Bear with me just a second. I'm going to fix this up so you guys can see this. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, I hope that's in frame, and I hope you guys can see that. So, same principle. I want to try changing hands, though. So, 77, or 78. Okay, that's 80. This pin's 79. This pin right here, 78. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of just wedge in between just like this. No pressure, no pressure. I'm going to advance my Unitarian in here. You're going to be very patient. You're just going to start lifting up. Just like that. That's exactly, that's all it takes. Just come right in here. I can't see. This camera is in the way. I'm going to have to go off camera, guys, a little bit because I need to see what I'm doing. I'm sorry, but the camera is in my way. Let's see what. I'm not that far-sighted. All right, let's do it. Just a little heat. Okay, advance your tool in there just like that, and you've got your heat. Now just lift up. It's okay if it goes to the right. That's not going to hurt anything. Okay. I'm going to manipulate it the other way, so I'm just going to come right in here. You can see the tip of my blade moving around. I'm just going to get right under the pin. I like to take my time, and I just like to be very careful. I'm going to get right under the pin just like this. It's lifted. It's isolated from the board. Now what we're doing is we're just very carefully isolating it up. Being very gentle. That's it. That's all it takes. Very simple. Okay? Let's see. Now we're going to do the pin right next to that. So let's just come right back in there with our utilities, and I'm going to add just to sort of help the heat transfer process, I'm going to add just a small, tiny dollop of solder. I'm going to clean my tip off, actually, and I'm going to retin this. So here's our tip right here. Watch this. Just like that, okay? Now let's get right in here, and let's get back to goddamned work. So we're going to just take our time. I'm just going to come in here very gently. With just finesse. I'm just putting my tool behind this. You guys can see what I'm doing, right? I'm just taking my tool and I'm putting it right back here. I want to come right in here. Applying that heat, you'll see the pin literally just come right up. Just be very careful. Be very mindful of what you're doing. Just like that. And be very careful. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my X-Acto knife, and I'm just going to look at it here from the edge. Lift it up very carefully. Just like that. Well, that's an interesting name, but thank you, Wyatt. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. We're lifting, and we're looking great. Everything's looking fantastic. Too many ads on this channel? See, well, you can go fuck right off into oblivion. All right. Did we go down again? Did we go down again? I'm so sorry. Did we go down? Okay, I don't know. All right. Now, let's see. We have to do pin 74 now. Okay. So it went down for about 15 seconds. Did you guys miss this? Did you guys miss the fun part? Hold on just a second. Let me do some cleanup underneath these pins. There we go. Okay. Perfect. We're okay? May we proceed? Okay, good. Let's continue. 80, 79, 78, 77, 76, 75, 74, right there. That's 74. And once again, no pressure. Just leverage your tool in there. And it's just a rotating and twist when we apply heat, but you're going to be very gentle. So you want to come right in here just like this. And you're just going to rotate up, and you're just going to twist. Just like that. Let it go. Take your tool. Just get under. See how I'm under the pin? I'm just under the pin. I'm just going to carefully lift it up. Just like that. No damage. No damage. As long as you take your time and you don't use force. You're going to be okay. Now I'm doing this with my eyesight. I'm just looking down at it. It's very difficult when there's a camera in the goddamned way. Thank you very much for your subscription. God bless you and your family. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see. 74. 56. Now we need to rotate the board. Let's see. Which way do we need to rotate the board? I think we need to rotate the board this way. Where's my hand? Right here? No, I'm sorry. We had it right. We're still on this side. I apologize. Okay. Let me sit under this in frame. We're going to do pins 56. Okay, 56. 56, and then we rotate it. Okay. Here we go. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. Now, once again, see how the X-Acto knife, it fits beautifully in between the pitch of these two pins? So here we go. I'm not going to put any force on this. I'll just bring my soldering tip in here just like this. No force, no pressure. Heat the tip, or heat the part, and just, once again, watch. See what we're doing? This is not hard. Very gentle force. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to align the pin and lift it off the board. So just come right in here. Okay, lift, bring it, center the pin back just like this. And then we're just going to get under it. And we're just going to lift it straight up. Just like that. Now, does that make sense? Does that seem relatively easy? Check like 73. Let's see, 80. That's 80. 79, 78, 76, 75, 74, 70. Oh boy, did I make a mistake? 80, 79, 78, 77, 76, 75, 74, 73. Oh. Well, that's not a big deal. That is not a big deal. That is no worries. We can easily fix that up. Okay. Okay. We'll fix that. That is not a big deal. Okay? Can we zoom in a little tighter? No, I can't. Can't get any tighter than this, boys. You know, I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to turn off these... I mean, I appreciate it. Keep subscribing, keep donating, but man... I just want people to see these shots. Let's let that camera calm down, and you guys can tell me, is that relatively focused? That's focused, right? You guys can see that, right? Well, we had to put pin 73 back down. Thank you, whoever was in the chat that saw that. Okay, now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to come right in here. Watch this. I'm just going to advance my tip. Just like that. And we'll probe it to make sure that we've got a nice fillet. So I'm going to come right in here. I'm just going to touch it. Nope. Not quite. Let me add a little fresh solder to this. This is really difficult to do when you've got a camera in your way, by the way. I just want to make that clear to everybody. Okay, let me clean my tip off, and we'll do I'll do a side swipe, and that should take care of it. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a different technique. I call this a side swipe. We're going to bring the tip in perpendicular to the pitches here, to the pitch of our work. And watch this. Beautiful. Just like that. Perfect. No problem. No problem. That baby is back in business. Okay. Now, let's see, where were we? We did pin 54, right? Or 56, let's see. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, and 56. Great shape. All right, let's go ahead and rotate this around. To this side. We have to do pins 47, 46, and 45. Not a big deal. Let's see, 50, 49, 48, 47. Get your tool in position just like this. Come right in here. Turn the tool like this. Turn my soldering piece like this. Okay, you can see the heat literally run up the part. Whoops. Lost my angle. Sorry about that, guys. There's a cap in the way here, and it's making it kind of difficult for me to get in here. This is why I really wish I had my other tool with me. You know what? Let me try it on the other side. Yeah, there we go. Okay. 50, 49, 48, 47. Okay, there we go. This might work better for me. Right in there, and just lift up, and whoop, don't disturb the pin next to it. Okay, get right under it like that. Perfect. Okay. Now all I got to do is get under here and lift it up. Just like that. Nice and easy. Take your time. And watch this. It comes straight up just like that. No problem. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to clean up that little bit of residual solder there that's on the pad still from lifting this bad boy up. So we're just going to clean that just like so. With some flux, and we're just going to come right in here. Now watch this. Watch it totally reconstitute on that pad. Look how beautiful that looks. That's what you're wanting to do every time you manipulate and lift one of these pads up. Clean the pad underneath the pin. Okay, it looks good. And I'm just going to shift this to the right. Just like that. Okay? Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm actually going to reflow this little pin. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. I totally pulled it out of frame there. Okay, let's reflow this little boy right here. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. That's all we needed to do. Just wanted to make sure we had a good fillet there. Okay, so that's 47, 46, and... Well, I don't know why I'm doing that. That's got to be lifted anyways. I'm a dummy. Okay. 49 for 8. Okay. Let's lift him. Now, this is a very safe technique, but it's a very slow technique. And I didn't want to show the more fancy stuff because I think the idea for a lot of you is... We're just going to go ahead and grab both of these, by the way, because I got to do 46 and 47. But I think the idea, though, for a lot of you is to sort of develop skills using techniques that aren't so advanced, that are sort of stepping stones, which is exactly what I'm trying to do here. Now I want to clean off my tip because I need to separate this solder bridge between these two pins we just lifted. So I'm just going to come right in here and I'm going to do that. I'm just going to take my... Now this might not get the entire solder bridge, but I'm just going to clean it like so. That's a boy. Okay, good work. Now I'm just going to come in here. Sort of create a wedge just like that. I'm just going to take this, I'm just going to heat, and we're just going to separate. Just like that. Okay, those two pins are perfectly separated. Let's just lift them up and make sure they're out of circuit. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful job. Nothing left there to really do. I might put a little more separation there, so I'll just take my little X-Acto knife and we'll just move it to the right. Just like that. But, you know, the point is I could show you all the quick flashy stuff that works really well. And the reason I'm putting my X-Acto knife under these pins is because it's two-dimensional and it's overhead. You really can't see. You don't have any depth perception, so the pins look kind of goofy. I'm just showing you the pins are properly spaced out and they're lifted from the main board. But, you know, I show the simpler stuff or the safer stuff, the slower stuff, because it's stuff that you guys can do without too much risk, as long as you're patient and you use some sense. So I hope you guys aren't too bored by looking at the sort of the long way. Well, Aaron, you know, it's not about what's better, it's about what's safe for somebody beginning. You could take Kynar and make a loop and pull it out. I mean, sure, I've done that plenty of times. But some people might not have Kynar. Some people just might have an X-Acto knife or a dental pick. You know, it doesn't really matter. Just as long as you pull the pin out of... as a matter of fact, Dan Kuntz just takes a little tool and he just breaks the pins out. You know, it doesn't really matter. Just as long as you're careful. It doesn't make any difference. So you just lift them up like that, and they're out of circuit. Not a big deal. I think that's all the pins. Let's see. That's 80, 70, 80, 78, and 77. Let's just check that. $80, 78, and 77, right there. And 74 is right there. Yeah, we're in great shape. Okay. And 47, 46, and 45, which we've already checked. Okay, we're all done. We're all finished. That's it. Now, the instructions, I think the official PDF has you put Kapton tape or something to insulate. It's not necessary. These pins aren't going to be pushed down. And if they are, then there's something seriously wrong. That part's done. What's remaining is we're going to take these screws out because we have to install the QSB. But what you guys just saw is really the tough part. That was the hard part. That's what everyone gets sort of hung up on. And understandably so. But what you've got to do is, let me take these off camera. I want to unzip these out of camera. But like Aaron Welch was talking about, using Kynar wire is perfect. Might be perfect for you, but other people might have trouble with it. And the point is, that's okay. The idea is to develop a technique that you're comfortable with. Regardless if I'm comfortable with it or not, it doesn't make any difference if you can do it really well. I mean, it has no bearing on whether or not it's successful or not. If I can do it or not, it makes no difference. So I'm just trying to show you guys some things that might make that easier. Now, let's see. What are we doing here? We're going to be working down here. I'm just looking at the areas of interest here. Now the QSB, which I think I have right here. Nope. Where did I? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Now the QSB, I'm trying to look because I got to match it up a little bit here. It's kind of it's always a little tricky to get this to match up properly. Let me turn it this way. Now here we have it. Let me sort of knock that shine off of the board. It's one thing I really hate about this. It's always so difficult for me to kind of manipulate the camera in a way that I take see that gleam? I hate that. Let me see if I can put something under it to kind of remedy that a little bit. Okay, that's better. That's not too bad. Okay, now let's see if I can get that in frame decently. Okay, let me move this over. Now the QSB, the best way I do, the way I do this is I know that this little via right here is sort of a landmark that is used to attach this QSB. Okay? So that just means that I have to take my little QSB right here and put it in position like this. Okay? Now, I'm going to, before I really do anything, I'm going to zoom in. I want to zoom in really tight, first of all, and I want to take a look at some things. And I'm going to take my, the areas that we'll be soldering to, all the vias, I'm just going to take a nylon fiberglass pen, and I'm just going to work over some of these joints real quick. Just real lightly to brush off any oxidation or anything like that. Just to make this easier. Just like that. Just like that. Just coming in here, knocking the oxidation off. That's all we're doing. Just makes it a little easier to affix the QSB, okay? So we've got all that. Let's see, we're going to come over here. Now these vias right here where my finger is. Yep. I want to knock these really good. Okay, just like that. Perfect. Let's see. That's really everything that I'm really super focused with or super concerned with in terms of knocking the crap off of it. I'm going to zoom out just a bit so you guys can see this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply generally some flux. Not all over the board, but in the areas most likely that we'll be soldering to. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start lining this up. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Now I know that up here is a mark. Actually, guys, hold on a second. Let me do this off camera because I really have to be able to see what's going on. It's just easier for me if I just kind of come in here and take a look at everything that's going on. Okay, it's pretty good. Rotate it down. Now the trick is, I want to line this up and then we're going to talk about it. So just bear with me a second while I line everything up. really as good as it's going to be, in my opinion. Okay, so bear with me, guys. I want to knock one side out off camera, and I'm going to show you why what I'm doing and why I'm doing it this way. Okay. Now I can bring it back into frame. Sorry, I just have to be able to see. So what I like to do is I want to zoom in here. Now here's the QSB, and there's a bunch of little soldering points that you can see. But what I like to do is I'll line it up first. I'll look at it, and I'll square the QSB up. And you can see all the little areas that we have to solder to. So I line this corner up, and I make sure everything is pretty darn close. And as you can see, everything's pretty darn close. Okay, we're in pretty good shape. So as long as I have one corner isolated and locked in, I have about maybe 2 degrees of rotation. Now, you'll watch me rotate this QSB. See, I have about maybe 2, 2.5, 3 degrees of rotation. That's great. If I can get one side squared, I can move all the way to the right, like over here, for example, and I can square this side up, and as long as both of these are squared approximately well, I'm pretty good. So I'll do the 2 outside corners, and then I'll work on the inside. But before I lock this corner down, I'm just going to make sure that everything else still looks pretty good. Now, that looks good. Those look good. That looks fine. That looks fine. And we can, yeah, see, we can jimmy those up a little bit to fix them up. Everything looks fine. So I want to come right over here. Make sure everything's looking great. And I want to come all the way over to this corner right here. Okay, I want to come right in here. And I want to take my tip and I want to preload it with solder because I want to have to just make contact with it. So I can just literally tack it in. So I'm going to come right in here in the corner. This is not the final joint or a permanent joint. This is me just sort of tacking that piece in. It's globby and it's nasty. The only purpose it's serving is to hold my work in place. So now that gives me an opportunity to let it go and just hold the board, and now I can really take a close look at everything that's going on here. Alignment looks fantastic across the board. No problems whatsoever. That right there, we just flex this a bit, and we've got a good joint. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start right down here. I'm going to lock this little arm into place. Okay, so we're just going to apply a little flux here to this. I'm just going to back this up, so I can take the shine off this. Now watch this. Right to the right of my index finger. Watch this. Not a permanent joint. I'm just holding it in. Just holding it in. Now I'm going to come in here, and we're going to start making some permanent joints. Okay, here we go. Sort of move this in position so you guys can see what's going on here. First of all, don't ever think that you're going to get your alignment perfect. Manufacturing processes don't make these always exact, especially if they're coming from some sort of third-rate assembly factory in China. I'm not saying anything bad about Chinese manufacturing. All my stuff comes from there for the most part, but the fact of the matter is, it ain't always perfect. Okay? So I'm going to just clean my tip off a bit here. But keep in mind that you're basically averaging... When you line these things up, it's never a precise. It's never a precise science exactly. Okay, so this is looking good. Great, great. Okay, we've got some joints up here. Let's just flood these with some solder. Can you guys see this? Okay. God damn it. I'll wait a second. Hello, can you guys see me? Did you guys miss a lot? Was there a lot missing? Okay, did it go bad? I mean, is it sucky now? Tell me the truth. Okay, we're looking good? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Look, I'm using this big ball of solder just to travel around to properly wet and wick and flow in all of my work. Now let's get rid of that big ball by dispensing it just like that. Now look, it's beautiful. Beautiful work. Don't scratch, pin the solder mask on those vias. Yeah, we did all that already. I went over all that. Okay. Thank you very much for hosting Boca's Retro Stuff. Thank you very much. Now this video is a little far out, but I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to come right in here. Just flood it, flood it, flood it. Might have to hit that just a little bit more. Let me clean that off. Okay. Sometimes you have to do little spot work like this. It's no problem. Just clean up the work. Let me get a... I like to have a nice, clean view of what I'm working with here. So since I did that, I'm just going to take the varnish off of that. Because there's a lacquer on these boards. On top of the solder resist, there's a varnish or a lacquer. And it can sometimes be a pain in the neck. Okay. Let's just come right in here at an angle. You guys can see this. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Perfect. Okay, let's just work some of these joints back. It's beautiful. All right, let's sort of inspect our work here. Everything here looks exemplary, no problems. Okay, we got a few little areas here that we need to work in. Look, I'm just taking a big blob of solder. I'm just taking a big, nice blob of solder, and I'm using the heat to my advantage. We just worked all of those sites right in. All right. Looks good. Sorry about the blur. That's my fault. Looks good. Looks good. QSB's done. We'll clean this little joint up here, but our QSB's looking just fine. Now inspect your work. Looking good, looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, the only thing left here is the PLL here, the phase lock loop. So let's just scroll on down the line. Okay. There's a little resistor here that we have to remove. Where's my finger? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that little resistor right there. Looks like it's a 2K, 2.2K. I'm just going to use my soldering iron. I'm just going to float that part off. Just like that. Okay? Not a big deal. That's all it takes. And there's a little via here that we have to couple into. I think it's right there. Yep. Okay, so what we're going to do is, just so I can see it, and here's a good idea. If you have a lot of vias or a lot of pads, which this is actually a pad we're going to be working with, if you want to make sure that you kind of can identify it quickly, go ahead and pre-tin it before you do anything else. Just like that. So I clearly know that's where we're working with, and that's the site that we'll need to be manipulating. Now I'm going to be using... oh shoot, I'll just use one of these. I want this to be nice and sturdy because there's a clock line on this. Okay. Sorry if this goes off a little bit, guys. I have to move some equipment around. Okay, I think you guys can still see that. I'm just going to strip and tin a piece of wire. Oh, is it 220 ohm? Did I look at it wrong? 220 ohm? Okay. My bad. I read it incorrectly. Okay. Just doing this off camera, it's just easier. Okay. We'll just give that a little fluxing there. I'm just going to come right in here like this with my tip. Boy, I really can't see anything, but that's perfectly fine. We've got it in position. Good joint. Let's migrate this over just like so. Okay, there's the area we need to solder to, so we'll just go ahead and we'll cut this to length. Okay. I'm going to rotate this way, just so I can see it a little better, because I have to be able to see it to solder. And this is just a better angle for me. Okay, I want to go ahead and put just a dollop of little fluxies there. Alright, I'm just going to put this conductor in nice and tautly, just like this. Beautiful ball. Now look at that. Exemplary joint. Okay, let's back this thing out. Let's take a nice, thorough, deep look. Okay, there's the QSB, all set and ready to go. All ready to go. Alright, so we've got the QSB installed, we've lifted the necessary pins, everything looks just fine. We're ready now to sort of begin putting this back together, so we're going to back this out. We're going to start by putting in our FFC cable right down here, nice and neatly. I'm going to have to do this off camera because it's a little tricky. Okay, just make sure you have that cable in there seated nicely. That's basically as far as that's going to go, and when you do that, just shove it into place, just like that. Okay. One last look. Okay, there we go. One last look before we get ready to close it up. There's the QSB. There's the CXD 2545 right here, prepped and ready to go. You can put Kapton under that. I'm not going to. And we're going to start seating all of this and getting it back in position. So what does that mean? That means we're going to come right in here. I'm just going to start lifting this out of the way a little bit here. And I'm just going to put this right into play like so. Nice and easy. Okay? Looking good, looking good. Oh, no, oh, oh, oh. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Mainboard's back in. Easy as peasy is beautiful. Now we're going to feed the top in. So it's going to go in just like this. Okay? Easy, breezy, beautiful. Okay. Okay, let me just sort of snap all this in, make sure this is seated properly. Perfect. Okay, that's what you should have so far. Now what I need is the actual xStation itself, which is right here. And we're going to be installing these little standoffs. They're going to sort of help it in place. Now that's very simple to do. Let's see, I think the xStation lives in here. Sometimes I get confused by this. I think it lives in like so. No. How does this live in here? Let me take a look real quick at something. I easily forget this. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so the xStation lives in here just like this. That's how the xStation is supposed to live in. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Alvin, very much. Alvin Marin, thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate that. All right, we're just going to push these standoffs in there like so. Okay. And the standoffs just... It keeps this side from floating and being able to be depressed and contorted and bent. Okay, let's see. That's blue side up, right? So what we're going to do is I want to start folding this into position like so. So what I like to do is I'm just going to bring it in about right here. Put a little fold like that. I'm going to bring it in like this. Well, I might have folded that backwards, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. I'll go ahead and connect this. Okay. Just like that. Now that's what I want it to be. That's the way I want it to live in here. And I'm going to line up that bad boy right there. And there you go, guys. That's it. That's your xStation. How about that? Okay. I don't know if I have this memory card formatted correctly, but we're going to test it, obviously. What I need is the top. Now, before we really bolt everything down, let's just give it a good shot. Give it a good shot-a-roo. Oh, thank you, Robert Van Edda. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, kids. Let's give it a go. I need a power cable and I need a PlayStation controller. Okay, I've got both of those right here. Okay, let's give this a whirl and see what it does. I could have this card screwed up. I don't know. I think I have an update file on it. I'm going to have to see. All right. Now we're going to move over to the game testing. We're going to move over to the game testing unit. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. I hope you guys can still hear me. I don't know why it does that. The goofy looking graphics, that's the RetroTink. It's because I forgot to turn this off. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on just a second. That's my bad. Yep. Okay, now I need to turn off. Yeah, see, I got to turn this off. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, is the picture okay? Can you guys see it? It was just I had pixel perfect mode turned on for the NES and PC Engine where we were messing with that earlier. It kind of makes it goofy. Okay. Now you're supposed to do this, and I'm supposed to be able to go to update firmware. Whoops. How did I do that? Yep, update firmware. Press start to confirm. God bless it, I did it again. Okay, press start to confirm. All right, let's just give this a go. It's going to take about a minute, I think, for it to update, because we've got to update the firmware. Oh, thank you very much. No games found. Okay, give me just a sec. I want to see if we can't move a game over. Okay. Audio screwed up? Okay, hold on. Okay, did that fix the audio? Is the audio back? Is the audio okay? Is the audio fixed? Okay, I don't know what happened. Let's try to put a game on here and give the test. Now I'm gonna just move over to the computer real quick. If I remember how to put games on these damn things. Let me open this bad boy. Now, in order to put a game on here, I'm trying to remember. I don't have my my original. No, maybe I do. Maybe I do have that. Give me just a second. Yeah, I do actually. Take that back. Right here. Okay. I've got the my other xStation card here. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just load this up and make sure that everything's in good shape. Okay, that looks pretty good. I've just got to load the loader into here. I'm sorry I can't see that right now, but thank you very much. I'll be right with you. This will take me just a second. Oh, I don't have... Hold on, that's my fault. I don't think I have the... Do I not have the loader on here? Hold on. Give me just a second. Are you back? Are we back? Are we back? Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm sorry about that. Once again, blame Bob, not me. Ah, Lord. Okay. Let's give this a shot. Let me know if the audio gets all screwy. Okay, no games found. Alright, let me take a look. Okay, there we go. Okay. Good deal. Do-do-do-do. I love the xStation. It's so bad. And it's so fast. I mean, it's really fast. Let me fix this up. Give me just a second. See, this is what happens. The audio goes out of sync, and I have to activate and deactivate. It's a weird OBS quirk. See, now everything's back in sync. Resident Evil 2. There we go. Man. What a classic game.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American
What a
suburb
goddamn
of
classic
Atlantic
game.
City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus.
Who here has honest... I mean, it's okay. No shaming. Who has not really experienced Resident Evil 2, the original? I want to know. Now, I want to see something. If I go into here, regen, yes. It's going to be N64, I believe. Turn this off. Oh, yes, look, we've got pixel perfection for the, Oh, God, I'm about to die. I'm dead. Sorry, I hit the daggone button. But this is... Yeah, this is pixel perfection. Yeah, that's my capture card, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's doing that thing again. That should fix it temporarily. Not really. I've got to fix that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think it's my capture card's messing up on me. I think it's my capture card. 240p, the text it is 263. Region, okay, that should be fine. At any rate, if we hold reset, yeah, it's whenever that there's a resolution change, it takes a shit on itself. It's not the xStation, it's the, and see now the audio is going to be really delayed. Like I'm just now hearing the Sony chime. But right now, I'm using, see, watch, see how the resolution changes it? Yeah, it's no fun. I'm gonna do a fast load. I think there might be a solution to this. Am I doing... Yeah, so what I'm going to do... Alright, let's see if this fixes it. Might, it might not. I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. There we go. Yeah, see, it's every time there's a resolution change, it takes a shit. Yeah, that's right. Oh. Does that kill it? Yes, it does. Oh, you know what this might be? Oh, this might be a component issue. Somebody get Mike Chi in here right goddamn now. I think I might know what the problem is. Can somebody DM Mike Chi or reach him via codec? Let me get to him. Let me see. Mike, get into my stream right goddamn now. I need to show you something. I want to get Mike Chi, the designer and developer of the Penis Pump 3000 and the Retro Tink 5X. He's going to help us. Just as soon as somebody... Inform me when he arrives in case I don't see his texts come through. Because Mike needs to be made abreast of this situation. I need to put some weight on the top of this. There we go. Is that enough? Let's see if this will do the job. Let's see, it keeps dropping. Okay, let me just take a... Yep. I'm actually going to try something real quick. I'm going to... I'm going to turn that off. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if I have a... Hold on a second. Hold on a second, my loyal subjects. Let's see if I have a... Maybe I still have a PlayStation 1. Okay. Let's just try this. Let's try a PlayStation 1 SCART cable, okay? Let's give that a whirl. Let's give it a go. Let's go, Daddy. Oh. Okay, give me just a second. I'm going to pop this in here. Now, the audio, I've muted the audio because it was getting crazy. I want to see if the SCART input has the same problem. So that's in there nicely, and I'm going to go to the... Okay, that should... Now, SHART should be coming up any second now. Okay, SHART is up. Now, let's see. Let's do a power off. I'm going to power on! Okay, now we're powering the system on. Oh, Mike, good. I'm so glad. Mike, for some reason with component... Okay. Okay, let's see if this... No, there's not going to be any PlayStation audio right now. Yeah, it's weird. It keeps dropping signal. The 5X seems to be... I was using an HD Retrovision component cable. Now I'm using just a generic SHART cable. But for some reason, I'm dropping sync terribly bad. And I'm trying to determine what the cause is. It seems... See, it happens with resolution changes, but that's totally normal. That's not the problem. That's just the capture card losing... It's not triggering properly. We went from an interlaced menu. Now, here we do it again. And it keeps... And see, it drops again. It loses a lock. I'm using the blue one. And the graphics get really fucked up, too. See, like, look. See how you get all these weird combing lines? And I have to, like, turn the thing off. I have to turn the tink off and turn it back on to get rid of those sort of combing lines. I'm using a bluey. Okay, we're losing it again. I didn't install the latest firmware. I don't think I did. Mike. But see how, look at DualShock right now. Do you see how it's all kind of comey? And it's like there's some horizontal artifacting. Should I install the firmware right now? Should I install the firmware immediately? I can do that. I can do it, Mike. I can do it. Oh, fuck, that hurt. Okay, guys, let's install some firmware on the RetroTink 5X by AliExpress founder Mike Chi. Michael, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thanks for being with us. Now, I'm going to just do this real quick. Mike, can you DM me that? Can you BF me so I can install that? Guys, we're going to install a new prototype firmware on a prototype Tink to see if we can resolve this issue of Bob not losing his virginity. Wait! Wrong chat. Sorry about that. That's not what we're talking about. Oh, my microphone's off? What do you mean my microphone's off? My microphone isn't off, you liar. Okay, Mike Chi, everybody, founder of Retro Wink. Wonderful guy, good friend of mine. He will do you if the money is right. Sing bootloader mode. Now this is going to take just a couple of minutes, but I think it's worth investigating. It's definitely worth investigating. This is just what we do. Oh, I think, Mike, I think you changed the buttons around, didn't you, to get the bootloader going? Hold on. Unless I'm an imbecile, which I could be. Nope. Okay, maybe it's this one. Yep, it's that one. Okay. Okay, thank you, Mike. I got it. Ooh, 14. Oh, I'm not supposed to talk about that. Okay, I'm downloading the firmware right now from Michael Chi. That's Michael William Jefferson Chi. Okay? I'm downloading this firmware. I will be releasing it to AliExpress.com. Okay? Oh, wait, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do that. Now, I do have to download Mike's... I do have to download Mike's RetroTink firmware utility because I did have to do a format. Let me just get the FDDI chipset drivers real quick, and we're going to see if we can't determine what's going on here. This will take me just a moment, guys. Just bear with me. There's some good tunes playing in the background, so it's not all bad, okay? It's not all bad. Christ. Okay, there we go. Okay, I've got FTDI chipset drivers installed. Now I'm going to be installing Mike's proprietary software that is not supported on my Mac, only on Windows. Okay? Okay, this is installing. Alright guys, we're flashing the firmware. It'll take just a couple of minutes, then we're going to load it back in, and we're going to give it a shot, okay? This is why we test things, and we work very hard, or Mike works very hard. And why Kaiko works so hard to clone Mike. Okay? It's just the way it goes. Now I've got to get down here, and I've got to get to my Mike Chi special firmware. Search for the device. Found it. I'm going to load this hex up. Let's see. Okay. All right, we're flashing. Please do not power off the device. Are you guys with me? Are you with me? I'm sorry that happened. Refresh. I'm still here. Refresh your browsers. We're still here. We're still doing well. We're still being sexual. You know. We're still doing it. Sorry about that, guys. I hate goddamned Restream. You're on a Mac? Oh, good. Good for you. We're almost done. We're at block 5,000 of 27 million. This will take, honestly, just a couple of minutes. And we're going to take the Tink, we're going to plug it back in with these beautiful HD rectal vision cables. Phenomenal. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to get rid of the Shark cable because there's no reason in using it. We were just trying to do some process of eliminations. Okay, that's in there. Okay, how are we doing here? Yep, we're still formatting. We're about halfway done. I'm sorry about the stream quality, guys. I'm really sorry. I'm terribly sorry about that. I don't know why we keep losing the sync. Or, not sync, why we keep losing lock here. My throughput's excellent. It must be Restream. So from now on, I'm going to have to choose either between Twitch or YouTube in the future. Ooh, 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 look what it is. Ooh, ooh. Hey, Mike, do you think it's possible, Mike? Could we get like a firmware for this thing that's on par, if you know what I'm saying? Can you fix that issue, do you think, sometime in the future where I can't do things with this because of a certain thing that trips? Do you think that's possible, Mike? Mikey? Mike! Ooh, Mike, I know you're here. Ooh! Oh, Mike! Mike! Oh! Oh, Mike! Oh! Oh! How we looking? Okay, we're 15,000 blocks out of 29,000, so we're getting there. Did you read the new rules of Twitch? Are there new rules that I'm not aware of? I don't think they look kindly to people who stream dually. I am a Twitch affiliate, but I do stream to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. I think, though, if it comes to it, I'm going to divorce myself from Twitch. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'd really like to hear all of your opinions on this. I know we've went back and forth over the years. Christ almighty, this is taking forever. It's okay. We're almost done. This is a very special firmware, and you guys are really going to enjoy this. I was told last year that you would make more money off of Twitch than you would YouTube. But I don't think that's true. Well, I don't know. I can't say whether or not that's true. Hey, that's awesome, Ancient123. Thanks for sharing that. I really appreciate that. Okay, guys, we're almost done. About another 30 seconds, and we're going to have our tank back up, and we're going to check out Resident Evil 2. The Lost Years. You know, I have a lot larger YouTube. I have about 80-something thousand followers or subscribers on YouTube, and I have like 1,000 or something on Twitch. I think my time would be better spent on YouTube. Do you guys not agree with that? And I agree with that, Red Dog. I don't think Twitch is really conducive to the sort of content that I produce. You know what I'm saying? I hope, though, that my Twitch people would follow me over and not be upset with me and call me a stupid bitch. Like Bob. Firmware update completed. Okay, guys, here we go. 1, 2, 3, put it in my dad. Jesus. Okay, here we go. I want to hook this back in with some HD Rectal Vision cables. These are the HD Rectal Vision cables with the built-in 4K upscaling. Okay, just want to talk about those for a minute. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's get my HDMI connected here. Okay. Okay, boom. Everything should be connected. Let's move back over to game testing. Mike, I hope you're still here with us. Okay, we're back. We're here. Let's give it a shot. Let's turn it on. Now, there's not going to be any audio because I want to be able to not be disturbed. Okay, here we go. Well, it's not crapping out yet. It's not crapping out yet. It seems to be working. Resolution change because we went from interlace to a progressive source. Okay, now we're going to do a full load, or no, just a fast load. I want to drop a load on your mom tonight. You know, while we're here, hey, you know what, Mike? I think that may have fixed it. I think that may have fixed it, Mike. I'm not seeing any of the dropouts. And it doesn't sound like when there's a resolution switch, audio gets really screwed up too. I don't think audio is lagging now. Wow. Increase the resolution. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see. Okay, that's on 480 currently. Let's migrate up to, that's 960p. Oh, that looks so good. But keep in mind, this window is a 1920 by 1080. Okay, that's what I'm at. Oh, line 4.5. You've got 4.5x interpolation penis pumps going? What? Let's keep going. Is there anything else? CEA, that's for HDMI sort of handoffs. 1080p, line 4x, line 5x. Oh my god, I'm fucking jizzing. It's jizz time. Mike is such a beautiful woman, man. Look at this. Look how good this looks. Oh my god. Mike, there is 1200p on here, you son of a bitch. Oh, I'm going all night. Oh, I don't think the data path will support. I think there's a 1400 mode. If we were on my 4K television, this would work beautifully. Oh, the audio's screwed up again. But that's a capture card issue, I'm sure of it. Here, I'll fix that. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Let me change that. Let me come here. Okay, I just had to reset the window. Okay, this is line. Okay. Let's start a game. This, ladies and gentlemen, my capture card's not capable of capturing it. But there's a 1400. The RetroTink 5X has a very special firmware that will do 1440 or whatever. It's amazing.
A bizarre incident.
This is not the PS1 digital. This is just the RetroTink 5X with a HD Retrovision component cable. And I'm telling you guys, it looks beautiful. Now, Mike, if we want to use pixel perfection, would we select N64? We would select N64, right? The 320 mode? Oh god, I gotta get out of here. No, what am I doing? No! Run! Run, little Billy! Run, Billy, run! I gotta get out of here. We're about to get hosed. Run, Billy, run! He's not your friend. Get in there. Well, on PS1, I only know that the 256 mode works. Okay. What does Resident Evil 2 run in 256 by? Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's go over one. Oh shit! I hit the button again. My bad. Okay, we'll just leave it there. No, I can't do that. Okay, hold on. This is going to take a second. Oh my god, it does work! It does work! Did you see that? It does work. Hold on a second. That's 1200p. Check this out. 1440p, ladies and gentlemen. Lines. Somebody clip this. 14 goddamn 40p out of the RetroTink. Amazing. Imagine how this would scale on a 4K set. Oh my god, it needs to be sold. Goddamn right, goddamn now. Amazing. Jesus Christ, 14 fucking 40? Imagine having a 1440p monitor and doing a direct hardware scale. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna just do it all over myself.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Now the audio is going to be delayed.
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
There we go. God damn.
Sorry about that.
I'm nutting all over myself right now.
I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
Hold on. I love this game.
I don't have a clue. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Amazing. Okay, I need your clothes. I need your goddamn boots. Oops, and I need your motorcycle. Okay, give me the ammo. I know you're holding it back here, old man. Give me the goddamn ammo. That's amazing, Mike. Mike! This is amazing! Oh, Jesus Christ! It's Bob and his posse of Discord users at the Classic Gaming Discord server. Get out of there, Bob! Get out of there! I'll take that. Oh, Christ, they're coming. Is that more ammo? What am I doing? What am I doing back here? Oh no, I think I fucked myself. Oh shit! Reload! Fuck him up. Use all of your ammo. This is a game that gives you plenty of it. My god, he never has to reload. It's amazing. Oh, finally, 30 rounds later. Come on, come on. Ooh, 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 I fucked you right in your ass. Oh, get out of there! Get out of there! God damn it! Fuck! Here's the door. Jesus. I'm sorry that everyone had to see that, and I apologize for the casualties found in the class. This just looks amazing. Truly, truly remarkable. Let's see, oh, you can do regen stuff too? Oh my god. Oh my god, pixel perfection. Oh my god, it's working. Oh Christ. I gotta get out of here. Oh my god. Damn it. The stream is the best. Best quality. Best everything. Oh my goodness, so guys, I have to say, I am quite impressed. Let's move back. Ooh, oh, oh. But anywho, guys, this is amazing. I feel really honored to show you all this stuff. It's really a wonderful thing. But that damn audio delay, I've got to fix that. I got to figure out what's going on. Whenever there's a resolution change, the data path and my audio capture kind of go crazy. Super annoying. Super annoying. Seems like Mike was telling me there's like a timestamps option or parameter you can change in OBS. That may have some benefit in terms of fixing that problem. But that was really fun. I think I'm going to have to just, you know, really play with the 5X now. Mike, you've outdone yourself. Everybody give Mike Chi a round of applause for his efforts. Mike, way to go. No, Mike, I'm using a data path. I don't know what's happening. Something awful's happening. Everyone gives Mike the golf clap. Mike's done everything that he should have done. Mike, I think you're going to have a wonderful time selling these. I think that you're going to have a hard time keeping them in stock. I have to tell you, Mike, I have to be perfectly candid. This is just amazing. I mean, this is truly remarkable. I think I have it on the bright setting. I do. We're going to lose sync. It's weird that it dropped sync, though, when I changed the brightness setting. On the HD rectal visions. That's odd. At any rate, let me just do something real quick here. There we go. Okay, perfect. I mean, this is just... Mike, this is just beautiful. I mean, for those who have an analog, who want to keep... You know, PS1 digital is wonderful. DC digital is wonderful. But for people who want to keep their analog system, their digital conversions in one device, I just don't know. I mean, people got really upset with me on the Shmups forum when I said that this is, in my opinion... Somebody clip this. Can somebody clip this and share this on Twitter? The people on the Shmups forum, a few of them got really upset with me because I said that this device is the best current, as far as I'm concerned, home consumer-esque hobbyist device for the couch, for the living room setup, and I stick to that. I think that this is the device that's going to be sort of the standard. The OSSC is still fantastic. But the OSSC, oh my god, Bob, get your ex-wife out of here now. I told her to stop calling me. But the OSSC is still perfect for people who are enthusiasts doing a lot of computer stuff or retro computing. It's fantastic. But Bob, I've told you for the last time, get Miriam out of here. But the 5X has really got it where it counts as far as Literally putting it on a shelf in your entertainment center, turning it on, flipping through a few settings, and there you go. And then guess what? It has OSSC remote support. So even if you have an OSSC remote, you can use it to manipulate and change parameters on the device. I mean, I am genuinely... well, you gotta understand, I have been testing this since September. Multiple versions of it. I mean, my God, you know, for Christ's sakes... You know, guys, I've been actually longer than that. I have been working, you know, to test this thing since it was the 4X Pro that I marked into a 5X. I have multiple prototype dev units here, and I really believe in this. I think Mike's done a really good job, and it's sort of just taking what the OSSC is and making it more palpable for people who just really want to turn the damn thing on and not have to worry so much, but still have all those nice high video fidelity features of the OSSC. Okay, so that's my whole perspective on this. Wonderful. It's just wonderful. It's wonderful. Anyways, enough gushing over that. 1440p works. You've seen it here. Exclusively on voltier.com/buttsex, whatever. It works great. We'll move back here. But was the PS1 digital install pretty good? Did you guys... Was that an okay stream tonight? Did we have a decent stream going on? I'm very curious to know. Was it an okay stream? Was the xStation install pretty clear? Was it crappy? I mean, you can tell me the truth. Was it a bad sort of instructional apparatus? So I use words that don't even make sense. And Mike, just to clarify for these young kids, the input latency, as far as progressive sources, there's virtually, what, a few scan lines buffered? There is no lag. It's a zero lag device for progressive sources, right? Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat, Vibe Mecha. Thank you very much. I'm just going to pop this bad boy back together here real quick. If that's okay with everybody. Zero lag confirmed. There you go, guys. Now you know it. Now you know the truth. Looks good. I will, can you tell me what your order number was, and maybe I'll look for you? Because tomorrow, because all of the remaining of this week and next week, it's going to be nothing but PS1 digitals and xStations. I'll be getting all those out of the way. Caught up. Sorry for the delay if there's been one for you. I really am. Everything, though, should be caught up within the next... Well, I'm so glad, Pierce, to hear that I was an inspiration for you. That's wonderful to hear. Just putting this little girl back together for our good friend here, whoever this guy is. Here we go. So we went over a bunch of things. You know, the prep work for the QSB is really simple. most of the time you can get by with just a fiberglass brush to sort of knock the top of the varnish off of those vias that are coated. Sometimes you can use an X-Acto knife if you don't do such a good job on the first pass to sort of do some single direct work. The popping those pins, there are a variety of ways that you can lift those pins off of that chip, off of the quad flat pack on there that you have to work. I like to use a dental pick. I couldn't find mine, so we just improvised with an X-Acto knife, but the principle's still the same. It's a little tricky, but if you're careful and if you're just patient and you don't try to score and put a lot of pressure on these things, you'll have no problems. Just be sure that you count the pins that you're working with and try not to skip one or miscount. I've done that plenty of times. I did it tonight, as a matter of fact, and we just put the pin back down, no problem. Just take your time. Maybe in the next video we'll go over some more advanced pin lifting techniques, but I wanted to show the easy and the slow way that I think is a good way to start so you can sort of develop the motor functions. Because that's really important. People want to do a lot of this advanced stuff, but they don't develop the fine motor skills necessary. You saw me, I was using the left hand and the right hand, and you've got to learn how to develop these fine motor skills. I didn't see your message. Scald, I will check. I will check for you. Send me a message on Twitter. I will check that and I will get back to you. You'll definitely get it back. If you send it, you'll definitely get it back within probably a week and a half. This action is turned off for content made for kids. My goodness, this isn't made for children. What's your option on the FR? Oh, my opinion? Oh, you know what? I use classic tools. I've had this thing since, I don't know if the date's still on here. Well, no, you can't see the date, but I've had this tool since, I think, 2011. I've had the same 808 for 10 years. I've just serviced it. It's perfect. It does everything that I want it to do. Yep, Skull, just shoot your order number and I'll take a look for you. Which ODE do I suggest for the PlayStation? The xStation, or for the PlayStation, the xStation. The xStation is an original design. It's not expensive. It's around $100, I think. It's relatively easy to install, even though the pin lifting is a bit of a learning curve, and it was developed by a really good community member. I'm not a fan of the mode, just because I think it's a fantastic device. I just don't like the company, and I think it's just too Neo Geo-ish, and I'm not into like the sort of the toxicity that sort of plagues them. That's the last company I would ever really want to be associated with. No offense, I'm speaking from personal experience. If you don't like that, you can go fuck yourself. But ultimately, I think that the xStation is a good, spirited design that works very well. And quite frankly, the creator of this has contributed you guys so much to our scene. The GBS control firmware, that's the guy who done this. And that thing's free. And he released that to the community. So he is a integral component to the tech that we have that's freely available to anybody. Who's more toxic, Shmups Forum or Neo Geo Community? Oh, there's no contest. It's Neo Geo Community all the way. That place is a fucking bastion of unlearning and incestual practices, in my opinion. It's gross. I mean, there's some... That doesn't mean that I am... let me qualify that. I'm not saying that everybody on NeoGeo.com is a toxic person, but that community broadly is quite toxic. Nick, that's very reasonable. Seeing the 5X at work, you might not want the PS1 Digital because this is pretty good too. You can't go wrong with PS1 Digital, and you definitely can't go wrong with an external scaler. had a good time. I hope everyone had fun. I hope we learned something. I hope that we got something out of this. I really do. Because we're all set to close this up and to close this stream. But I think this is the first xStation live installation that I've done. Hey, Mystic Music, if you're on Twitter, send me a link to this multiple RTMP plugin. I'd like to see that. Hey, Chris, thanks so much. Chris Garrett, appreciate you. I don't really... You know, I think Bordy and Firebrand X, they have some pretty good digital audio mods for the Super Nintendo already. I don't know why this keeps happening. I haven't the faintest idea. I hate it. I'm going to work on this, though. This dropping every 5 goddamn minutes. If you're still here, guys, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about the dropping. I'm sorry about putting droppings all over your face. But, I'm sorry about that. So sorry. I don't know what the last thing I don't know what the last thing that I said was, but God bless you is what I wanted to say. I had fun, guys. I hope you guys learned how to do the xStation install. If you've not seen my YouTube video, you can check that out. But I'm pretty sure this is the first live one that we've ever done. I'm pretty sure this is the first live xStation that we've done. With no fancy editing, we just did it. So I hope that was enjoyable. And if you want me to do your xStation, just go to my website, www.voltar.com, and get in line, and I'll be happy to do it for you. I'll be totally happy to do it for you. Okay, so God bless everybody. God bless all of your families. I'll see you next time. Bob tried to breed a donkey and one of his cousins, and the offspring resulted in his nephew. Guys, I gotta go, and his grandson, and his grandmother. Gotta go, guys. Take it easy. God bless.